Hey everybody, this is Eric Clark's Travel Videos, and I'm here in Barcelona, Spain, and I'm at Parc Güell, and I'm going to go inside, and you got to get a ticket first, but I'll show you what's inside. Let's go do it together. Here we go. So I've been here a few times, and I was even here with my son and my daughter-in-law and everything else, and it really has changed quite a bit. There used to be an entrance by the city streets, but it's not by the city streets anymore. It's got these walls now and huge fences, and it really is this crazy touristy type thing. You can see all the buses over there stopping and all the people coming across the streets and stuff, but it certainly is an event. And the tickets are now fairly expensive. So anyway, so you got to get that darn ticket, and you got to get inside and deal with all the tourists and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, let's get inside and we'll go from there. Okay, bye. All right, so here's the sign that tells you where things are at. But I think the upper area is the best way to start, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of different these days. And Gaudí builds this, and I think he built it for his best friend. Kind of builds it like he builds everything else, where it's kind of like, I don't know, you'll see. Different, how's that? And it's a pretty big park area, and you can keep going. Hey, let's go to the top. You can go this way or you can go that way. Let's go this way. Everybody seems to be going this way. And you can see how he does his arches. So it's definitely interesting, to say the least. Definitely unique. Let's go this way. And I think you can go either way to the same place, but I don't know for sure, but we will find out. Oh, I guess you can't. So I remember you used to go this way, and there's the stairs, but you can't go this way, so you have to go back the other way. We should have watched the crowds, huh? Definitely unique. Oh, thanks, bro. Gracias. Up and away.
And he wanted to drop back after.
And there's little flower pots, planters, and the benches. Amazing. And they're all just benches out of rock. Amazing.
Do you want a picture?
Huh. And I think, and here's the railings. But now I'm just trying to look around, and you can see the funny church. I think that's where you walked up before, and that tower up there. But I guess we'll get there. And they all have the cactus in there. Acatillo, is that right? Huh. They tap them to see if they're loose stones. And it's a gorgeous park. Let's see. What does this say? Anything inside? Inside the upper viaduct are 3 rows of columns that support the vaults with ribs that created. Cool. Huh. And it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site located right above the horizontal axis. Can you read all that? Huh. Sorry. More up, up, and away. And I remember there was a big landing with a whole bunch of colored tiles and stuff. But I don't know if this is the... maybe it is, I don't know. Well, everybody else is going this way, we'll go this way. What the hell, huh? I guess you just gotta walk it all. Wow, okay. Well... Wow, okay. Up, up, and away. Huh. And the stones are really slippery. They are slippery, aren't they? They've been worn down over the years, huh? Where's the elevator? I guess we're standing on them. Bless you. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so you don't have to go all the way up to the top. They're all exits that go over the mountain to other parts. And so you can go up to the little spot where I just showed you and then go back down and then work your way sideways to this park. And this is the real feature here. This and underneath this, I think, is the biggest part. And you can see all the tourists inside there. So if you had a tour guide, you probably would have learned all that and could have skipped most of it. But I did not, and I didn't remember because things had changed so much. And so what you get is extra work. And that is the main attraction. This and underneath this, because it's kind of got all sorts of, like, you know, the things that support it, the mechanical engineering of it all. So that's the park, and you can see the little benches all the way around that are funky Gaudí type stuff. And let's get down there, take a look and see what he's got. All right, so let me get a little closer and I'll be right back. Okay, bye. All right, so off to the races, and you can get all the date trees, which is nice, but I don't think they take care of them and harvest them, but that's all right. They don't look like mejoles anyway. And you can see this is Gaudí for sure. These little rails and stuff, and it looks like they added this metal part so people weren't over there destroying the things. But and the Sagrada Familia is right there, the ocean's right there. You can see all of that. Pretty amazing. Let's get a little closer. And there are certainly a lot of people here. And so you can see Sagrada Familia right there. You can see the ocean all the way across there. The shipyards over there too. The Ferris wheels out there. Pretty amazing. And then here you can see the top of the park, and then underneath it you can kind of see what we're looking at over there. But certainly a must-see if you come to Barcelona. And these are the supports for all those railings up there. We were just up there, so that's what supports it, are these funky, weird cement block rock things. So, pretty crazy. And no dogs allowed. And that's where we're going to go to get to underneath. But let's see the top first. Certainly lots of pictures being taken. And kids. And the benches are pretty amazing. I'll show you the benches too. Certainly Gaudí-esque. And I think this main thing here, I mean, there's a little church right here, but let's go stick our head over the edge here and see what we see. And you can see the pillars down there. And the lion's heads and the drain things, gargoyles. Wow. Sorry, miss. Just knock somebody down, Eric. Let's get to the end up here. So, getting here. And these are the buildings from Gaudí, part of the park. Crazy. And you can see the bottom down there too. Yeah, you can move. That's all right. Go ahead. It's funny, the Asian people, they don't know how to take a quick picture. It's like they take a picture and then they judge it and grade it and then they do it 100 more times, and it's just long and obnoxious. So anyway, that's another entrance down there from the street. Yeah, go ahead. Take it quickly. She was pushing me out of the way. That's funny. I know, it's hard to get in here. Go ahead. They're going to push you out of the way, though.
I know.
I know. So now what? So now she grades the picture. So she'll look at it and look at it after she posts. And then, so she didn't like it. She didn't get it right. So now she says, do it again. Oh, now she wants her to move a little bit. Quite obnoxious, actually. You know, I just take like 20 pictures and call it a day and, you know, take the one I want. But they'll be here for 20 minutes. Silly. Absolutely silly. Crazy. All right. I'm going to go. I'll be right back. Bye. Okay, so this is the top side, and I think I showed you enough of the top side. And, man, they take an hour to take a picture. It's really tough, and other people were getting upset that one lady wouldn't move for them, and so, yeah, it just gets silly. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to go down and look at the bottom of this, which is going to be amazing.
calidad artística deja bastante desear por la pérdida irremediable de estos elementos.
Here, then later. Maybe we can do both. I really like what you do.
Then let's go over there.
No.
So here's the back side of the benches, and you can see they're pretty amazing.
Yes.
But I think it's the columns that hold this all up that's the amazing part of this. And you can see all the lion heads with the tongues hanging out. But again, that's, to me, not the amazingest part. You know, the top's nice, I mean, the benches are nice, but it's just a big flat part. But it's this part, the engineering that went into this part, that is amazing. Look at that. Is that crazy? This reminds me of the aqueduct in Turkey, in Istanbul. I'll go around. It's certainly amazing. Look at all the pillars and columns that hold up this. The whole ground up there is held up by this. And it's got little things inside too. It's pretty amazing. Look at the things in the ceiling, the little circle things. Every one of them is different. Every one of them is art. Yeah. He just did things a little different. He marched to his own drummer. A man after my own heart, for sure. And you can see all the columns, and they're just amazing how many there had to be here to support. Now, what's the load up there? It's horrendous. And look at that. That's almost like an octopus. Yeah. Amazing. Definitely different, huh? As you get back further, it gets darker because there's no lights under here. Wow. And I like the long look of the columns. So if you get all the way to one end or one extreme of the area, let's go up these stairs and see what it looks like shooting down this way so you can see it. Wow. Pretty amazing. And here's what it looks like on my phone, because I get a wider angle view, so you can see the columns and how crazy it is. I mean, there's a lot of them. Wow. Amazing. And I love the little things on the ceiling too. That's pretty incredible. Even the ones that don't have it, they made domes. So instead of doing like ribbed vaulted ceilings, they do domes, and they get supported by the columns, just like in, you know, Rome or anything else. And so, pretty amazing. Wow. Let's go out and look at the houses down below, because we were just here, and you can see these leaning inward, and that's those benches up there. That's where I was just standing just a minute ago, taking the pictures. And then here are the...
Some people think that actually this would be like a Disneyland under. Here in these steps, we go from here to the main entrance. We have the sculptures. We have the symbol of the park, one of the symbols of Barcelona is now that.
Pretty amazing. And it goes down, and this is pretty famous too. They got the iguana, the big huge iguana down here. And look at the bench too. Pretty amazing. Zoom in my camera. Sorry. And there's the iguana. Oh, he's missing his leg. Huh. And this will give you a view too. So you can see the people up there taking pictures. And the iguana with the water. Amazing. Oops, excuse me. And what's this? Oh. Huh. And you get back a little further, and this is what the walls look like. And there's the house. The guy said they're fashioned after Hansel and Gretel or something, but I don't know that that's the case by any stretch, but pretty crazy house. Huh. Wow. And the walls are just amazing, and all the tiles are all different, every one of them. So you can see these, you know, this one's got the colored ones in blue and then gray and starps, and then all sorts of different tiles, and then all of these are all different too. Every tile is different. And it's amazing because they've been broken and they're all concaved, you know what I mean? So they go inward, every one of them. And these go outward. So all the ones that go inward are the colored ones. All the ones that go outward are the white ones. That's pretty amazing. Definitely unique, huh? Wow. Huh. And this side's just as unique.
Gdzie jest Stanisław? Mieliśmy zrobić z tym wężem, nie?
I'm just trying to get a good picture here. Well, you certainly get it. All right, everybody, unless I see something else, and there's some statues that'll take you back to the parking area if you go that way, but I'm walking home, so it's like a 4 or 5 mile walk, so I'm gonna walk home and I'm gonna go through the forest, so very cool. Okay, I think that's it for me, everybody. Bye. Pretty amazing. Wow. I love the columns. Okay, bye everybody. So I just showed you all those things over there, the dog, the iguana, and all the tiles and all that stuff. But right next to it, right, what holds that part up is this thing. So instead of having a huge vaulted arched ceiling, he did it with one piece and just arched the whole area. So you can walk in here and you get an echo, but it's pretty amazing. I mean, that's what you're looking at, holding up this whole complex up above. So it's like this is the main support, which goes up to the columns, which goes up to the roof, which goes up to the benches, which goes up to the left bone's connected to the right bone. Anyway, pretty amazing, huh? Very amazing. Wow. Wow. Very cool. Okay. All right, everybody. I'll come back if I see anything else. If not, this will be goodbye. Bye, everybody. I'll leave you with that one right there. That's pretty amazing. Bye, everybody.